All right, plug that in and let's go. Hey y'all, let's talk offers today. So this past week, I was kind of learning some things about offers because I kind of realized in our accounts we were doing such a great job. We were getting like 3K days consistently. It was doing really, really well for literally all of the last month of March, and like this early part of April has been going really great. But once that offer ended, we ended up getting back down to like $400 days, $600 days, which is like not where we want to be. We want to be to get here to like 1,000 above. That way we can feel comfortable enough with our creative to start scaling the account. So what I learned for this is kind of just like, well, let's sit down and look at our main offerings and see how we can make it better. To get back to our consistent stuff, that way our season offers don't have to carry us through the month, and we can kind of do more offers that are consistently good year-round, no matter what the actual season is going to be. So let's take a look at the example right here. We have a mural board that's kind of broken down into like a vision board format or sticky notes, for example. And it works like this. The TBP, which is our brand name, Suites Planner Offer. We started off with this section right here, which is I literally took right from Nick Dario. Like, thanks, bro. It works great. I love it. Where we haven't had the concept of like where they are and where they want to get to. And our product/offer is what gets them from here to there. This is the whole point of this whole thing, is to get them from here to there, that way, and have our product be positioned as the bridge right here, which is a bridge from here to there, that will get them from not having, let's say, not having money, not having sales, not having the results they want, to then getting paid, getting successful, getting whatever they want from the actual offer or product we're going to sell them. So the whole point of this whole vision board is to improve this section right here after we identify this and this. So going forward, how this works is our control is right here. This is the control, which is our current offer we have right now, or like a base offer that you would start off with. And we have this first section, which is what is it called? The title is very important because if it's very, very clear, it makes it a lot easier to sell than if it wasn't. So we had to have our clear offers right here. We title it, we test out titles, we go try out right here. This is its own variable in and of itself. Then we have the base offer, which is the physical product or the actual service that you're selling. This is what you're physically pushing out. And the sweeteners, which is like a cake or a wedding ring, that analogy, is a 10% off the BOGO, the extra little something that could be like put in place to help them, again, go for it and buy. That's the point of this, where we have the base offer is the actual filling and the actual product itself. And the actual sweetener that you add on to it, like 10% off, is the add-on to the cake that makes up the entirety of the offer and makes it more and more appealing to our client. Now, the analogy that Nick used for love as well, which is the idea, like you have, like let's say you have 10 weeks of dating with this person, which is the actual physical offer, the physical product itself, and you just need a sweetener to get her to marry you, right? To get him to marry you, whoever's going to be. I don't really judge. So regarding that, as far as who you want to go ahead and marry, it makes it a lot easier once you have these offer in place and then scale it up to get to this point here. And the ring is the sweetener. So let's say 10% off, the BOGO, whatever that would be. That is the sweetener that will allow them to make it a lot easier to say, hi, we've been working together or dating for like 10 months. Here's a 25K ring. Can that be the sweetener to get you to say yes, to marry me, yes or no? That is the idea, where this is the physical product and here's the sweetener. Now, this section right here is the value section, which is what we're listing it at as far as the strike-through price. So this is what we're selling it at, which is the price itself, but here's a listing price of what we want to have be like the strike-through, or the value is listed at, but we're selling it for this kind of product. You've seen it before, I imagine. Well, let's say 10% off, so we have 107 for the value that we're listing at. And we're actually selling it at $97, which is right here, right there. So value we're offering, and the price is right here, and that's what we're going to actually sell it at. That'd be even more sweeter as far as that goes. And of course, the client comes on board here, make sure these numbers are right for her logistics, and that way it works out better for us all, that we're not kind of forced into doing things she's not comfortable with as far as the numbers. Now, the next section is going to be how does our product or service get them there, which answers this question right here. All right, how does it get them there? How do we get them from here, not having the results, to here, having the results? Well, we kind of list out what our hypothesis is, basically, regarding that. So let's say we have the idea, all right, well, we want to give the customer this product to allow them to grow their business and experience one-on-one coaching tips, whatever it's going to be for a client, or to have sparkling white teeth, to have great skin, whatever it's going to be for the offer. That is the idea and the reason why they buy the products. You want to identify this too, that way you're not just selling something that they don't really want. You want to have your past feedback and be to hypothesize exactly, all right, why would someone want to buy this? What is the reason? Like, what is the core principle of why they want to buy this? To get them from here, again, to there. That's this section right here for all the offers we're listing. And now, the next section is going to be, can we test it? And this is where the client comes in on board as well. Because where the can we test it section is like, even if you have a great offer, let's say you build out literally like 1,000 different benefits and results oriented stuff in this section right here. But the client says, you know what, I just don't have the shipping. I don't have the boxes. I don't have the utilities, the logistics to get that done. So even if I like the offer, we can't quite do that with our current capacity. That's what client comes in on board. We show them all these things and get to this level right here where it's like, all right, so now we have this great idea. It's going to sell well, trust us, but can you do it? Yes or no? And they say yes, great, move forward with it. They say no, well, we go to the drawing board, mix and match these a little bit more, and then go from there. See if we can get one approved. All right, that's the section right here for can we test it. And the last part is what is the response, which is going to be basically after we launch it, after the launch goes well, or we, at least if we, even if you have, actually it's even better, the launch is good, but also if you have a Facebook group or any kind of grouping, if you can introduce them to products and you kind of get them ideas of just like, all right, what do you think of this offer, for example? You want to do this? You could do like a survey, for example. You could do like a poll inside your groups. This is where you want to kind of gauge the response and be able to kind of quote and list out, all right, well, what does our client and what our customers think of the offer that we're kind of selling them before we start to try to scale it? Is it good? Like, what's the response been? Like, what do they like about it? What they don't like about it? What we can change and adapt it? Of course, like, even if you have all the ideas in one place, it's not a guarantee it's going to work out, you know? So having that kind of response and feedback and listening to your customer base is most important. Learning what they can do. And that's how this works. This is our control, of course, so all this is kind of already pre-listed out. But these sections right here are ideas that I came up with for our client. And we kind of have the whiteboard format where you kind of sticky notes, where it's like brand oven mitts and free shipping. We're going to add that as well as some first month free, that kind of thing for one of our offers. And we're just kind of building those out. We're titled them out for different layers of who we want to target, and we build out the actual sections piece by piece, value, price, offer. And of course, to make it more clear, these things have to involve the client by far. And of course, we need to have the yes from them. But you can kind of go ahead and start structuring out these to present to them, as well as the hypothesis that you have right here before we present to the client going forward. So that's how I structure my offers. That's how I go about it right now, and what I'll be doing for all my clients going forward in the future as well.